Deep in the heart of a remote forest, there was a small, forgotten village named Elder Grove. The villagers lived in perpetual fear of a creature known only as the Boogeyman. Legend had it that the Boogeyman was a malevolent spirit, born from the vengeful souls of those who perished in the forest without proper burial rites. Every full moon, the Boogeyman would emerge from the depths of the forest, seeking to claim another victim. Its appearance was said to be ghastly, a grotesque fusion of human and insect, with eyes that glowed like embers and a body covered in chitinous armor. Its most horrifying feature, however, was its mouth, which was lined with razor-sharp mandibles capable of tearing flesh from bone. The villagers had a strict curfew on the night of the full moon. Doors were bolted, windows shuttered, and no one dared to leave their homes. Yet, despite these precautions, the Boogeyman always found a way to claim someone. It was said that the creature could sense fear, and those who cowered the most were its prime targets. One fateful night, young Clara decided she had had enough of living in fear. Her brother, Thomas, had been taken by the Boogeyman the previous year, and she could no longer stand the terror that gripped her heart each month. Determined to put an end to the curse, Clara armed herself with her grandfather's old hunting knife and ventured into the forest. The moon was full, casting an eerie glow on the dense foliage. Clara walked cautiously, every snap of a twig sending chills down her spine. As she ventured deeper, the air grew colder, and a thick mist began to rise from the ground. Suddenly, Clara heard a rustling in the bushes. She turned to see a pair of glowing eyes staring back at her. Her heart pounded in her chest, but she steeled herself, gripping the knife tighter. "Show yourself, Boogeyman!" Clara shouted, her voice echoing through the trees. From the shadows, the Boogeyman emerged. Its towering form was even more terrifying than the legends described. Clara could see the remnants of human features twisted into an insectoid horror. She swallowed hard, but stood her ground. "Why do you haunt us?" Clara demanded, trying to keep her voice steady. "What do you want?" The Boogeyman's mandibles clicked together, producing a sickening sound. In a voice that seemed to come from the very depths of the earth, it spoke. "I am vengeance. I am the forgotten. I seek those who fear, those who hide from the truth." Clara took a deep breath. "Then take me," she said, "but let the village be free. They don't deserve to live in fear anymore." The Boogeyman paused, its glowing eyes narrowing. "Brave words for a mortal," it hissed. "Very well. If you offer yourself willingly, I shall release the village from my curse." Clara nodded, tears streaming down her face. She closed her eyes, waiting for the inevitable. But instead of the sharp pain she expected, she felt a gentle touch on her shoulder. She opened her eyes to see the Boogeyman's form dissolving into a swirling mist. "You have broken the cycle," the creature whispered as it vanished. "Your bravery has set us free." Clara collapsed to the ground, exhausted but relieved. The forest grew silent, and the cold mist began to dissipate. She returned to the village at dawn, where the villagers greeted her with awe and gratitude. From that night on, the Boogeyman was never seen again, and Elder Grove finally knew peace. Clara's bravery became legend, and the story of the Boogeyman served as a reminder of the power of facing one's fears head-on.